Yeah, this is a very interesting story actually. The cat and the saint. So what the story says is that a saint was doing meditation in his ashram. It's not Nityananda, by the way. And there used to be a cat which used to go around his meditation seat, and it used to disturb him. So what his disciples did is that they caught the cat and they tied it to a tree so that the saint does not get disturbed. And then it was easy for saint to do his meditation, and it was all going fine. So on a daily basis, just before the saint goes to meditation, his disciples used to tie the cat to a tree, and then saint would start the meditation and continue thereon. This happened for a period of time, and the saint was replaced by one more saint. So were the disciples. We got new disciples, and they followed the same procedure. Just before the saint goes to meditation, the disciples will tie the cat to a tree. Then the saint will start the meditation. Now, on a particular day, it so happened that the disciples could not find the cat, and they were all worried. They were all worried because there is no cat available. They cannot tie the cat to a tree, and because the cat is not tied to a tree, the saint cannot do the meditation. Now, if you have see, the thing here is the purpose, the reason because of which the cat was being tied to the tree was that it was disturbing the saint. That was known to people who were the disciples who were there in the beginning stages. But after that, people did not know why the cat was being tied before the saint was into meditation. So this gave an impression to the new disciples that unless a cat is tied to a tree, the saint cannot start the meditation. Now, what do we understand from this? What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is ask and understand. Whatever you are doing, please ask why it is done, what is the purpose of doing it, how it can be done differently, what was the purpose of following the steps. Also, know what is the expected output. Now, by tying the cat to the tree, what was expected? Why the cat was being tied? If you go back to the story again. So if the disciples had understood that, then it would have been easy for them to know that the cat being not present is actually the easiest thing for the disciples to help the saint to do the meditation. So same way in testing, find out why a particular test case is there, why those steps are written, why do we need to follow those steps, what is the expected output, and are we getting the expected output? If we are getting any output, is it the way it should have been, etc. Okay? And understand the functionality. This becomes very important, whether you are a developer or you are a tester. Unless you understand the functionality of the product, there is no point in doing the testing, because you would not be able to analyze the output that you would get after the test case execution. Yeah, so the one point that I can say for this is execute tests that do not address what product should do. Means all the requirements would not be given in the document that the client or your customer sends. So please think of the scenarios which mention what the product should not do and test those. More importantly, ask and understand what do you do, why do you do. That becomes very important. So why one test is